In this video, we're diving into step 1 from my free mini guide, Master the Marketing Side of Success. And it's all about getting your online business foundation set up without feeling overwhelmed. Now, if you're anything like I was, this step might make your stomach clench a little bit. Because when we hear things like funnels or email automations or set up your system, most coaches and healers immediately think, oh, I am not techie enough for that. But I want to show you how simple it can be, especially when you use tools designed for beginners. If you let go of the pressure to get everything perfect before you start sharing your content, that's the key to your success. So let me take you back just a little bit in my own history. Over the 20 years that I've spent trying to get a coaching practice off the ground, I had to piece together many different systems trying to make things work. I had an email platform, my website platform, the course platform, a scheduling tool, a sales page builder, a landing page builder, and I paid for every single one for years. Because in my mind, I thought if I use the free version, it will look unprofessional because the platform will have their little logo in one of the corners. And the thing is, those high-priced platforms, they didn't help me grow my business. They were just there to support a business that I grew. And the embarrassment and the shame that I felt about sending people to an unprofessional free website or things that had watermarked emails, it was all for naught. Because no one actually ever visited those web pages or signed up for my email list. And then almost 2 years ago, I started transitioning from a I hope to have a business one day mentality to a semi-retired mentality, looking at my financial status. And so I downsized those never got my business off the ground expenses. I knew, but I didn't want to really acknowledge that I was paying $150 a month in mostly unused services. So I canceled them. And an extra $150 a month when you're semi-retired, that was pretty sweet. And then about a year ago, a friend shared her excitement in a new program called the Legacy Builders Program. And based on how she described the program, honestly, I wasn't interested in it. But here's the thing, she was going through tough financial times, and this program came with master resale rights, meaning that if I bought it from her, she would keep the full $900. And my thinking was, well, at least she won't be out the $900 that she doesn't have. And since the price was the equivalent of 6 months worth of those business expenses I was no longer paying, it seemed like a nice thing to do. And then one day, being mostly retired, I was feeling a bit bored. So I logged into the course just to check things out. That was almost a year ago, and I'm still active and engaged in the community. This social media marketing stuff, it became a fun new hobby. And then I saw it for what it really is. It's the piece that was missing when I was trying to grow my coaching practice. The piece that actually teaches you what to do with those newly minted lead magnets and signature programs. And the best part was that the tech was so much easier and simpler than that complicated, expensive piecemeal setup that I had before. And this, it's free. So step 1 in my mini guide is setting up the website and the automations that allow you to help people 24/7 without having to be at your computer or available to chat. And you do this by setting up your automated system using the templates, tools, and step-by-step video tutorials included in Legacy Builders. When you purchase the Legacy Builders program at any level, you get access to the pre-built sales funnels. They're proven to be high converting. A welcome email system that consists of 30 emails. You just customize them. You get step-by-step video tutorials hosted in the Kajabi platform to help you set up your system. And there are clear instructions for connecting everything using System.io. And let me just say, System.io has been a game changer. It's one of those all-in-one platforms that hosts your landing page, your thank you page, your sales page. It manages your email list, and it sends out your nurturing email sequence. And you can even host your own online courses there. And it's free to start. That's huge, especially like me, and you're tired of paying for tools you don't fully use or understand. And that unprofessional logo that you see on my web pages, I turned that into an affiliate link simply by clicking a checkbox. So now it's not unprofessional, it's an income stream. If you've tried and struggled setting up a website, email, or landing and sales page before, and you just don't want to deal with it again, let's take a deep breath, shall we? And I talk about how you don't have to be a tech expert in this video if you want more reassurance. Here's the thing, setting up an automated online system is easier than it's ever been before. You don't need to understand everything that's going on. You just have to follow the steps in the video tutorials one at a time. And this stuff is something that you set up once and then you forget it. In Legacy Builders, they teach you how to purchase your domain, connect your email, copy and paste the done-for-you templates, set up payment gateways like Square and PayPal, and test your funnel to make sure it all works. You don't have to write a single email from scratch. You don't have to guess what goes on the sales page. It's already done for you. That's what makes this program a practice ground and not a pressure cooker. You're learning while you're doing and building confidence in the process. When I first set mine up, I remember feeling like, wait a second, that's it? For my very first website, I learned how to code in HTML. I learned how to use third-party software to communicate between my web pages, between my email, between my payment links. And this software served as kind of a universal translator. I had to figure it all out before I could even think about starting to promote it, because I didn't know how long it would take to get me to get the pieces to all work together. But with Legacy Builders and System.io, it took just a few hours over several days. I followed the steps, I published my funnels, and I tweaked the pre-written emails to sound more like me. And I can't tell you how it felt when I entered my own email address into the capture page and I saw it pop up on my System.io dashboard as a new lead. And then, when I checked my email and I got the first one in the sequence, it was like the angels were singing, oh! It was so easy, and it was done, and it was ready. I had something real, and it wasn't costing me a dime. Now I could play with this social media marketing thing without the pressure of having to pay for expensive online services that, like in the past, no one had ever seen. So if you've been stuck on this step for way too long, trying to get the tech set up, here's what I encourage you to do. First, download my mini guide if you haven't already. There's a link in the description. Check out System.io if you want a beginner-friendly, all-in-one platform. And I've included my referral link below. And if you're ready for a super shortcut in getting everything set up, Legacy Builders will provide everything you need. Templates, tutorials, and the full setup process step by step. And if this part sounds good, having help with the tech setup, but you don't want to invest in the full program, that's okay. You can start with the $100 launch pad. This is going to walk you through step 1, the whole tech process, with all of the video training included. And then you just go in and edit the content on the capture page and the sales page to match your message, your audience, and to be in your voice. This doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be set up to give you a starting point. You can always refine it and evolve it later. But clarity and confidence, they come from taking action. And in the next video, we'll dive into step 2, which is identifying your ideal audience. And we're going to do it in a way that actually helps you create content that connects with them. I'll share what finally helped me stop overthinking and start speaking directly to the person I'm meant to serve. Until then, give yourself credit for being here. You're showing up. The next step is to take action, because that's how momentum begins. And if the next video is ready, it'll pop up right here. And if it's not there, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. And while you wait, YouTube thinks you'll be interested in this video, so go ahead and check it out.